right. Dallas Cowboys take Lucha Libre Oi. Sean in the house. Before we get started, I need you to subscribe and like because we're getting a lot of views, but people aren't doing that. So help us out. Help us beat the algorithms, all that good stuff. Different setup today because whatever, I'm too lazy to go upstairs. Anyways, so we got a little bit about last week's game versus the Giants. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about a little bit about the upcoming games. Upcoming game against the Redskins. I still call them the Redskins because bullshit Commander's name. So I'm starting with you first, Oi. Lucha Libre Oi. Your overall impression of that Monday Night Football game?
Overall, man, they just all worked as a team, and Cooper Rush stepped up like a backup should, and he looked very poised in there. I know when they were saying he looks like Tom Brady, I know that's really ridiculous, but in a way, he just goes in there. He doesn't make any mistakes, and he just knows where to go with the football, man. He's known that offense for 4 years, and it's showing why right now a little bit, I think, man. And I think I think they're just going with that game plan back in 2016 with Dak, just run the goddamn ball, and we'll see what happens when we run the damn ball. Fucking, we win. Yeah, am I right?
Been saying that for years, man. Been saying it for years. What about you, Sean?
I think it was a good game plan. I think I don't think it was McCarthy's game plan. I think it was DQ's and Kellen Moore's game plan for sure. And they didn't give really Cooper Rush any plays to make mistakes on. You know, I did like how they were aggressive. Came out first play action, hit CD for 15 yards. That set the precedent right up there. You know, I like how they went for it on fourth down, even though I wasn't really a fan of that, but they got it, and it shows confidence in Cooper Rush. I think if they don't do these things with him, you know, then he lacks the confidence and doesn't do as well. But you know, we got lightning and thunder back there as far as our running backs. We got to use them, you know. And I think that they use them good. And defense is defense. Dan Quinn's amazing. We can get into that in a little bit, but overall, pretty solid performance. I like the game plan. It was solid, I thought.
Yeah, they keep it pretty basic for Cooper Rush. They're doing a little bit of what they did with Dak in 2016 when he was rookie. Don't put him in harm's way. Don't have him throw the ball 40 times and run the ball a lot. And I think that's the recipe to success. We ran the ball, I think, 30 times. And, you know, we run the ball 25 times or more, we're more likely to win. So got to keep that up. And along with that is, can people please stop saying there's a quarterback controversy? Because there's not.
I know. People are just idiots, man.
I mean, obviously the game plan changes when you have a backup like Rush. Rush is not as athletic as Dak. Rush can't throw as good as Dak. He's not as accurate as Dak. He's a solid backup. I still, honestly, I still think he's garbage, but everybody wants, you know, people want to say, oh, he's not garbage anymore. Whatever. He's a game manager. And that's all we need is a game manager. Don't throw any interceptions. Don't have any turnovers. And, you know, hit those third downs. And we'll be fine because our defense is going to carry us. But you can't expect to win games scoring 20 points and 23 points against a good team. You think 20 points is going to get it done against the Rams? No, it's not.
No,
it's not going to get it done against the Eagles either. So cut it out with this. He's better than Dak, and when Dak gets back, he should lose his spot. It's ridiculous.
That's stupid, man.
That's if you think that, I don't understand how you're thinking that. I mean, they're really vanilla with Cooper Rush. It's like, hey, here's your primary. Your primary is not open. Here's your outlet. That's it. 1, 2. With Dak, he's looking through the whole field. His progressions are going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Then I'm going to hit my outlet. It's just totally different. The plays are going to be different. The playbook is going to be totally different. I mean, it's ludicrous. It was kind of getting me a little upset. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I thought, you know, people were messing around yesterday saying that, but like, I'm like, whoa, it's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison. Cooper Rush is doing what a backup quarterback should and is supposed to do.
Exactly.
Right.
He's going according to game plan. He's not making any fancy adjustments. He's not trying to. He's trying to set his resume up for next year.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And by people, you're talking about Ernie and Tyler. Those
Exactly. Yeah.
those cool guys
Ernie
talking
talking
about Dak they lose his spot and Rush to take over. I mean, come on, dude. You think if Cowboys happen to get down by double digits, you think Cooper Rush can bring us back?
No.
No. Dak has proven he has brought us back. Not we haven't always won, but he's brought us back into that one possession or that one field goal or whatever it is to win the game. He can come back from behind. Cooper Rush can't. And he's a backup. He's a career backup. That's it. Put him
I
on
do
the team.
understand a little bit of what they're saying because Dak does get deer in the headlight syndrome sometimes when he sees a crazy zone or when he sees, zone is his kryptonite mainly, but they're not throwing that at Cooper Rush. If you look at their defenses and you can, it's a Monday Night Football game, so you can, I'm sure we all recorded it, you can go back and look, and it's like these defenses are really vanilla. I don't know if they don't want to show anybody because they're not respecting Cooper Rush or whatever, but they threw a lot of blitzes at him. Again, I can see that. But as far as combinations in the backfield and the secondary, it's really we're going to play man, you beat us.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. So
Dak would have tore the Giants up. Dak would have scored over 35 points.
oh yeah, I believe that. Definitely would have scored 30 plus points.
Yeah,
easily.
So people need to stop saying that. Even if Cooper Rush, beats the Redskins, okay, Redskins they're ham and egg right now. Plays against the Rams, there's no way he's going to beat them. We need Dak back for the Rams. Let's just say he happens to beat the Rams. You still think he's in your opinion, do you think he should be the starter now, or what do you think?
No. He
No, I
should just
agree.
be the backup. He's the backup for a reason. He's doing his job. And they're not going to let a $40 million quarterback sit the goddamn bench, dude. I'm sorry. There's no way it's happening.
It's not going to happen.
I don't even care if he beats the Rams.
There's logistics to all this stuff. You can't have your $40 million quarterback sit on the bench, and then he gets pissed off and he demands a trade. And now you're left with Cooper Rush next year as your full-time QB1. Now other teams have film on him, blitz him, make me have happy feet, all that good stuff. It's not going to happen, dude.
Not even a question. Shouldn't even be talked
No.
about.
It shouldn't be, but everybody's a prisoner of the moment. Oh, look at Cooper Rush. He's won 2 in a row. He's won 3 dating back to last year. Minnesota last year. Well, the 2 teams he beat this year. He beat the Bengals. Okay, they're doing good right now. The defense isn't all that. The Giants on defense, their team isn't all that either. So,
if you look at all the commentators and all the shows, the first takes and all that stuff,
yeah,
nobody has said anything at all about a quarterback controversy. It's it's not even a subject. So it's like everybody knows. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's these dumbass Cowboy fans that are doing this shit, and we know who we're talking about. Anyways, all right, let's get to the running game. Running game was tight. We had, like I said, 30 carries. Zeke had, I think, 73 yards, and Pollard had over 100 yards. It was, Tyler's, and we're getting the offensive line right now, but Pollard, like you said, Sean, thunder and lightning. Pollard is that back that's going to give you those home run balls, and Zeke's going to get you his grind, and grind 1-2 yards, 3 yards. But he had a good game. He had a pretty good game. So I think people need to stop with the Pollard should be the full-time back as well, because as you know, he can't block with shit.
Exactly.
But I don't mind the 1-2 punch. I don't mind if you want to, give Zeke, 16, 17 carries and Pollard's not far behind him with 15. I'm okay with that. So hopefully that continues. We'll see. But Kellen Moore, you know how he is, guys. He'll do one thing one game, and the next game he's going to do something else. Hopefully, because we have a backup in there, he won't do that. Because what Dak was in there, and that's what makes people like Tyler and Ernie and all these dumbass Cowboys fans think that Rush should be a starter, because Kellen Moore calls a different game for, like Sean said, it calls a different game for Rush versus Dak. So it's a different.
Obviously, it's going to be different for Rush, dude.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Obviously.
So what running game did well?
Best.
Yeah, of course. And the running game did well, and I want to get to the O line. So Tyler Smith, when we drafted him, I wasn't, I didn't do too much research on, but I'm listening to people. I'm listening to Mel Kiper, and I'm listening to these draft experts, and they said we could have got him in the second round. We reached for him. So I was kind of like, oh man, and this guy led the nation in penalties. So I was like, I'm not too high on this guy, but he's been balling out, man. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Left guard, left tackle. What do you think, Sean?
I still
Yeah,
think he should go
I
back to
think
guard,
definitely
though.
he's been. If you look at his mechanics, they're pretty good. His mechanics are pretty solid. His footwork,
Yeah.
he's definitely. I mean, we saw it in training camp. When he gets a hold of you, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
So, but for him to be able to transition that quick, it surprised the hell out of me.
But I mean, Sean, I get it, but he did play left tackle his whole career, though. I mean, I get the pros now, but I mean, it's pretty much probably some simple that he thinks to himself, like, oh, I played this full position my college career. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about him moving to left. I don't understand it's the pros, but he's basically doing what he did in college, to be honest.
Yeah, remember these edge rushers in the pros now are running
I
4.4
know they're a lot.
40s.
No, they're a lot faster. No,
They're
they're a lot faster. I
stronger.
get it. But
My
he's
thing
doing a hell
is,
of a job, man. But would
my
you
thing
move him
is,
back to guard though, and put Peters at left, or would you just continue to leave him there?
well, okay, so he hasn't played any elite pass rushers yet at left tackle. I mean,
Yeah.
he had the Bucks. Okay, so, but well, he was at left guard when we played the Bucks, right? He wasn't at tackle yet, but he hasn't played any elite pass rushers yet.
Yeah.
So let's see what he can do against the Rams. You know what I mean? Let's see what he does against the Eagles. Those are two good, really good D lines. So, you played the Giants, Hammenegger. The Bengals don't have an elite pass rush. So let's see what happens. He looks.
Remember, Kellen Moore is calling plays. The majority of the plays he's calling are not anything further than a 15-yard route.
Yeah.
So the ball is coming out of Cooper Rush's hands really
pretty
quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So where Dak, I mean, he has all these crossing routes, posts, deep. He needs time for them to get open and time for them to get down the field, and that's why he gets sacked or whatever, and needs more of a pass rush. With Cooper Rush in there right now, we might think it may be a false sense because he's getting the ball out so quick. So we'll have to see when Dak needs the full 4.5 seconds if we're going to get that, because right now Cooper Rush is getting the ball out in 3.5.
John, did you read anything at all why they kept putting Peters in, but then he kept going in and out? Was there a reason?
I don't know. I was
Is it
confused.
Conditioning or just like
No,
just
They
certain
probably
plays
put him
he
on a
knows?
play count.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But when you saw our best running stints, he was in there.
Yeah.
And he was blowing those holes up, and I was like, yes, that's what we need right there. So in the fourth quarter, I was like, where's Peters? Because now we need to run, and he wasn't in there, but we still did the job.
Well,
But,
I heard that he doesn't know the playbook very well yet.
yeah, I saw a lot of pointing to him, showing him what to do, where to go. Yeah.
Yeah, they were telling him where to go because he doesn't know the playbook very well right now. So that's what it was. It was he doesn't know very well. But when he was in there, him at left guard and Smith at left tackle.
Yeah.
That's the run left.
Blowing
That's
some people
tough,
away.
man.
Yeah.
So let me ask both of you. I'll start with you, Sean. When Tyron Smith comes back, if he comes after December, what do you do? Who do you put where? Where do you move people?
I guess we have to see. Can't really tell right now. You can't replace Tyron Smith. You know what I mean? You got to keep him out there. But I guess we'll have to see. There's not enough time to kind of.
Yeah, that's true. He might not even come back either. So.
Yeah.
So what if?
And talk about penalties. Good Lord, that guy's terrible.
What if Tyler Smith is able to play right tackle?
Yeah. See, that's interesting conversation right there, because imagine that. I mean,
if you got Peters left guard, Tyron Smith comes back at left tackle, then you got Zach Martin right guard, and then you got Peters at right tackle.
Right? Oh, dude.
Or vice versa, you know what I mean?
But I've heard that going from left to right doesn't seem like a big thing in our eyes, but in the lineman world, it's super tough.
Oh, it is
because
because
your first move is with your left foot when you're left tackle.
Yeah. And they practiced that for 4, 5, 6 years straight, and now they have to re-practice.
Yeah, it's tough.
Footwork. Yeah.
I don't recall ever Jason Peters playing right tackle, so I don't think so.
Yeah, he's always been left guard for Philly all his career.
So I don't see that happening, but that's a good problem to have, I guess.
But I would love for fucking Peters to be next to Tyrone and that veteran, on the left side, and then have just the young rookie go there with Zach on the right.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd definitely be that'd be
'Cause I
something.
know he's better than Steele.
Well, as a rookie, you're not setting your ways yet, I don't think, right? So maybe he can be
No,
coached.
maybe as we speak in practice, they're putting him at right tackle every once in a while. I'm trying to get him ready for when Tyrone gets back. I don't know. That would be the smart thing to do, but
You never know.
we'll see.
But what does Toronto have? Like one more year left?
Yeah, it's his contract. It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you just groom him, keep him on the left?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I know. Like it depends where we're at. If we want to win now, then you do what you put the best five.
Look, I want to win now.
Best five linemen out there instead of grooming. You gotta put the best five out there now.
Damn it.
So then if he can play, you want to win now and he can play right tackle, then you throw him right tackle. That's what you got to do. You can't worry about next year then. So we'll move on. So we're gonna move to the receivers. Noah Brown has been doing well. He's got a good connection with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And by the way, did you notice that Cowboys like redheaded backup quarterbacks? I
guess they do, huh?
Yeah.
Jason Garrett, Cooper Rush a couple of times, Andy Dalton, and wasn't he redheaded that came that what's his name?
What's his name? Gilbert?
No, not Gilbert. Was Gilbert redheaded?
Okay.
No, it was what's his name? He was from Oklahoma State. He was older. He came into the league like at 26 years old. Remember, he was our backup.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! What
I
is
can't remember
his
his name.
Damn.
Anyways, redheaded backups. They love him. Anyway, so Rush and Noah Brown got a connection. So I think that's good. I think that's going to work well while Rush is in there. Hopefully, Dak can get that connection with CD when he gets back.
Dak gets it too. I hope.
So let's get down. Let's talk about CD Lamb. How pissed were you guys when he dropped that bomb?
I was pissed because he always does it. It just seems like he catches the hardest ones, but he misses the easy ones. He has to learn to be more consistent on that, right? Every time he does that shit, all the time, dude. He made up for it. He made up for it. Don't get me wrong at the end, but God, he could have had 2 touchdowns. Like maybe he wouldn't have been in that position, at the very end for him to catch that hard one. If he catches that other one.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you want to be number one? You got to catch those balls. I was so pissed off. Man. You say you're number one. Everybody says you're number one. Jerry says you're number one. You were number 88. You got to catch those balls. But then, obviously, he made up for it. And then after he dropped that ball, honestly, you know what I said? I said, he's going to make up for that. He's going to make a big play in this game. And of course, he did. But he's a number one. Definitely number one. The one I'm disappointed.
Does it piss you off a little bit to hear him have a big smile on his face running back, though?
After he caught that pass? Oh, you didn't talk about when he dropped it?
Yeah, when he dropped it, I'm like, I don't know if that's like, oh shit, my bad. I have confidence enough to just smile and laugh it off.
I think he was just smiling because he knew he fucking had it, dude. He was just like, God damn it, he had a smile now.
And then he's pointing to himself. He's like, my bad. No shit. Everybody knows it's your bad. You have to keep telling everybody.
You're bad.
Yeah. But I think that was kind of funny, and I was like, all right. I mean, it's good to have a short memory.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that's probably what he did, and he shook it off, and he made the play of the game. So
hey, Ryan, Sean, for both of you, were you guys pretty impressed by the tight ends? I was. I mean, considering Schultz wasn't there, I thought they did a hell of a job, man.
I like Hendershot, man.
Yeah, Hendershot made some damn good catches, bro.
I mean,
he's really athletic too. I can tell.
Yeah, I don't know how fast he is. But he has some good route running, and
he does.
He got a little bit of swagger in him.
He does, bro.
Yeah.
I just
noticed. I know he didn't go at that second one he caught. He tried to use his athleticism, but he fucking didn't. He
tried to hurdle somebody, right?
I know, yeah, he tried.
I just noticed it started getting dark. Why didn't you guys tell me? I had to pause it because the camera view started getting dark and bright and dark. Anyways, Hendrick,
my bad.
You can tell he's a rookie because towards the end of the game, instead of going out of bounds, he tried to get extra yards.
Yeah, I know. He tried to get the extra yards.
I know.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Right there, yeah.
Like, come on. You're going to go out of bounds in that one. But, the 2 tight ends we got.
That was Ferguson, though, wasn't it? Or was it Hendershot?
I don't know. I can't remember. I thought it was Hendershot.
I think it was Hendershot.
But
okay.
You may be right. But, two tight ends right now. They look good. We'll see. I think
Is Schultz going to be ready this week, or are they going to set him
I
out
don't know.
again?
I'm not sure yet. I think Ferguson is what Schultz was when he got into the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
Schultz wants a shitload of money. We're probably gonna let him go because we got Ferguson now, and it is what it is. You know,
You could have something with these two tight ends we have. Who knows?
Yep.
with
Never
the
know.
two rookies, yeah, we could. It's like when we had Jason Witten and Marty B. Remember Marty B?
Marty B.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that's enough for the offense. Just gonna go on a defense because
Yeah, we gotta talk
is
about
the shit,
defense,
dude.
man.
Defense is the shit. We know it. They gave up 17 points to the Bucks. Gave up how much to the Bengals? 19.
And we gave up 19 to the Bucks, and then we
19
gave
to the
up,
Bucks, and yeah, the Bengals, and then
we gave up.
Then we gave up
the Bengals.
Then we gave it 16 Monday. So
17.
20 points under. That's you should win the game. And that's why I'm saying if you give up less than 20 points a game and you have Dak as your QB, you're gonna blow people out of the water.
Yeah.
So and people
Sean, did you notice that Parsons, even though he wasn't 100%, that flu he had, like, I mean, it looked like he was still kind of dominating, but in a way, it just seemed like he didn't have that 120%. He had the 100. You know, like, I don't know, but he was still effective, even though he wasn't getting any sacks. He was still right there. What did you think? I mean,
he was still effective. I mean,
yeah,
you could tell there was something a little off on him, but he was getting chipped a lot.
yeah.
So you have tight ends on him, and he's going to get chipped a lot. That's why you have to move around. That's why Dan Quinn's so good about moving him around. Sometimes in the middle, sometimes on the, I would like to see him on the other side sometimes.
Yeah.
But hey, it's working. I did think you could tell. I mean, he was still dominating his man, but you could tell also that that Jones knew where he was. And he would step to the right, 2 steps to the right, because I'm not getting in this guy's lane,
Is that why you think that Lawrence had such a good game?
Yep.
Yeah, that's always 2 steps to the right. Always. Yeah. I know this guy's on my left. I'm going to. And then, but then when Daniel Jones steps up, and I don't know why they don't do that. They didn't do that more. I kept on thinking, why are they not going to run more with Daniel Jones? Why isn't he going to keep the ball more? We're playing man defense, right? And our rushers are rushing so hard down the field. Your middle's open for a good 15 to 20 yards every time. Nobody was spying on him either, so it was, But we got to watch that with obviously with the Jalen Hurts or something like that. Our game plan is going to change a little bit. We didn't change the game plan up for a spy for Daniel Jones or anything like that, so it's going to change. But what happens with Parsons is he opens up lanes for other people like Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson balled out. He
balled out, man.
He surprised me. I was like, man, this guy's. I knew he was good. And he flies around like crazy, but when he had 9 tackles and 2 assists and 1 sack, that's impressive, man. And he doesn't tackle where he just throws you down. The guy hits you. He'll pound you. So it's.
The question is, when you see a guy like when we have to go against Philly and we go against Hurts, I mean, who's going to be that spy though? Are you going to use Barr? Or are you going to use Van Der Esch? I mean,
you can't use Barr. I think it's slow.
Too slow. I think Parsons probably going to have to be that guy.
Oh, is Kurtz going to be back by then?
Yeah, Kurtz
could be back, right? Yeah.
Because if you don't. I mean, the only one that you can use is besides Kurtz is Michael Parsons, but you don't want to use him to spy because you're wasting his talent. You know what I mean?
You are, yeah.
The reason why our offense, we lead the league in sacks. The reason why is because of Parsons.
Yeah,
we got the number 1 ranked D line in the NFL. That's because of Parsons.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You're concentrating on Parsons. You're sending a chipper. You're double team, leaving lanes open for other people. I mean, Parsons is getting held almost every down. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Oh, no, I know. No, dude, Ryan. I saw so many holds on him. I'm like, why did they fucking call it? I mean, every time it's right in front of him, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the Shaq mentality type of thing,
It is.
Yeah. It's like
we never get no love at home, and we don't get no love on the road. It's unbelievable, dude.
And then going back to the offense real quick, we have the number 1 ranked run offensive line in the league right now.
Oh wow! Okay,
that's crazy. That's crazy to even think that. So
that is crazy.
And Cooper didn't get sacked once last game. So our line is doing well. Our line is holding up. But then again, we haven't played anybody that has a really good front 7. So we got to wait on that.
The Bucks, but that was
the Bucks. We did, but that
we'll
was
get we're gonna get challenged in against the Rams and Philly. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All
We
right,
may
let's.
get challenged more than we think for next week too.
We will because it's a division game. It's a divisional
Yeah.
game,
It is.
and
Guys, but they look terrible against the Eagles, though.
they
man.
did. That's the problem. They look so bad then. They're not
Yeah.
gonna. They're not
But
gonna
they,
look that bad
but see,
twice.
but here's another thing though. You can say that, but then you're like, well, how the hell did Jacksonville fucking just beat the hell out of the Chargers? And they beat Jacksonville. Why
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's weird right now. You can't
Exactly.
gauge it
Crazy
like that right
when you
now.
see that, when you see it that way.
Exactly, and it's a divisional game. It's gonna be. I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a blowout at
That's
all.
true.
Especially when you have-
especially with Cooper Rush.
Especially Cooper Rush. It's not gonna be. You
No,
cannot
not gonna be
expect
no
any
blowout.
game with Cooper Rush to be a blowout. It's just not gonna happen.
It's not going to be a blowout. No.
So should we win? Yeah, but it's gonna be a nail biter. So expect a tough game. You're not gonna be able to relax.
I think this is a good week too for sacks too, because dude, Carson Wentz is just getting fucking sacked out of hell against Philly, and we have just as better pass rush than Philly does. So there's no reason for us not to go after
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz holds on to the ball way too long. That's why he got sacked so many times.
It's true.
Maybe they won't put him in that situation, give him pop passes, pop screens, 3-step dropbacks. I don't know, but they need to change the game plan because if they do what they did against Philly against us,
Oh, we're gonna
they're gonna
sack
get
him
crushed.
too.
They're gonna get crushed.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Turpin. I want to talk about Turpin real quick. He was dude. How did you let the kicker?
It's close.
How you let the kicker tackle you, dude?
I
You got a
know.
touchdown.
No, he's running so
Jesus.
fast that one little hand swipe
Oh, I
It's
know.
gonna-
Fuck.
make you fall, man. But I already had it in my head that I
kicker was
predict
pretty
that.
athletic for him to make that play, man. I didn't think he was gonna make it.
Yeah, I think the Redskin game, he scores his first pro touchdown.
I hope so, but I hope it's either a return game or they give him some shot on the offensive side of the ball.
You saw him in there more on offense, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
He was. Yeah, he was out there a lot more.
Send
Not
him-
too much, but
he can clear the field, dude. Send him deep. With his speed, can't catch him. And by the way, Tolbert pissing me off, dude. He had a touchdown, and he doesn't.
I know.
He doesn't even lay out for the. I mean, it touched his hands. You could have dove for it.
I
Whatever.
know. He could have
So,
done.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
what's going on with that guy, dude. But hopefully he gets his head out of his ass and does a lot better. Because Sean and I met him. He's a really cool guy. So I wish him
guy.
success, man. I really do wish him success. Super nice guy, but he's gotta step it up. What we got over here? So we got what I'm telling people is that you guys are forgetting we're not even at full force right now. You got Curtis out, right?
Yep.
Tyron Smith won't be back for a while, but then you have Gallup out, you have James Washington out, and you have Dak out. So you have
What they
people
saying?
out. When
Yeah.
these guys get back, we're going to be that much better.
Are they saying Gallup's gonna play Sunday?
They're saying it's mental. Like he can play if he wants. It's just mental
Oh,
right now.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, it's all mental right now. So
Gotta get out. He's gotta get out there, man.
I am paying your ass millions of dollars for mental shit.
Yeah, I know. Fuck
Get
him.
shit
Man.
out
Get
there.
out there, man. He just gave you a contract. Fuck.
oh, come on. You don't know how it is.
Believe
Shit.
me, Cooper Rush needs him out there too.
What's mental about running a freaking route and catching the ball?
I think he's afraid he's gonna hurt it again.
exactly.
Have you never had a
Oh.
torn ACL like that? You cut and this and that. It's mental. You're afraid it's gonna happen again. I get that part. I mean, he should be out there, but
His quarterback had a
get it.
pretty bad injury, worse than him, and his quarterback's going to be out there. So it's like, come on, man.
I think he'll be out there this week. And then not to mention Schultz is out too. So we get all these people back. We're really that much better than we are now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're 2-1. We got the Redskins coming up, and then after that, see, here's the thing: we have to beat the Red. It's not a must-win, but you got to beat the Redskins because if you go 3-1 and you happen to lose to the Redskins to the Rams, okay, you're 3-2. And if you happen to lose to the Eagles, then you're 3-3.
Yeah.
So you can't go 2-2, then having to play the Eagles and the Rams.
Now the expectations are higher because now they think Cooper Rush can do the job. They're 2-1 now, so everyone's saying, "Oh, if Dak comes back at 3-3, we'll be fine. We still got a shot." You know what I mean? So now that their expectations are higher now because they see what Rush can do now. So even regardless, I mean, what happens if we go 500? I still think we're going to be right there.
It was just hold down the fort until Dak gets back. So
No,
I would. I'll be okay. I'm not happy about it. I'll be okay if
It should
we're
be 3-1 by the
3-3.
time Dak comes back, right?
Well, if he comes back next week, yeah, we should be
Yeah.
3-1. So if we can go 3-1 when Dak comes back, then I think we'll be good. What I
The
don't want.
unfortunate part is that he has to come back against the Rams,
That's
where
the thing.
it's
Yeah,
a hard game, and if he happens to lose, here we go again with all these freaking people
that's
saying,
exactly what I was
"Oh,
going to say. Right now, you're going to have
like
the
that." It's like,
QB
come on.
controversy, and Dak shouldn't be there. Look, he lost against the Rams. Cut it out because Cooper
And
Rush.
then he has the Philly after that, so it's like
Yeah, exactly.
it's just not going to be easy for the
The
guy.
only
But
thing
we
that
have to,
worries me about his first game back is that fuck. I wish it was this week because at least he gets the little cobwebs out, and then he goes against a
I
good team
actually
like the
don't.
Rams.
I'm actually glad it's against the Rams.
Why though? Because I
Because
mean, what if he fucks up?
okay,
It's his first game back.
because if
Ryan.
he was to play against the Redskins and then he was to lose, then
Yeah.
there would be a
and
bunch
it
of
would
shit
be a
talking.
shit show, yeah, for sure.
So if you lose to the Rams, it's not going to be as bad. Then it's the Rams. You lose to the Eagles, which they're what, top team now, like number 1 right now, and number 2 in the league. People according to people's polls, you lose to them. You know,
Is that game on the road or is it at home?
no, those 2 games are on the road.
Oh fuck, we gotta go to
So
Philly.
we're at home this Sunday, then we got to go back to back on the road.
Uh,
So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be real tough. But as long as we got our defense to ball out, we'll be in every single game. You know, that's we have always that. How what we've been saying for years, guys. We've been saying if we had a good defense, we'd be right there, and we have a good defense now.
we are.
Well, let's see what happens.
They're gonna keep us in every game.
We have to have a number 1 receiver though. CD's got to step up.
It's got to
Bottom line.
step up. Yeah.
If we are the offensive late where we scored over 35 points a game, we ain't losing with our defense holding people at 20 points a game,
Yeah.
22, 24 points a game.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. So we need to get back to the offense where it's a high scoring, offense. And how do we do that? Just we run the ball and open up the passing lanes.
Yep. Game management. Okay. And before we get to predictions, if you guys watch the film on the game, you see that you notice the difference between Cooper Rush, offensive play caller, versus Dak. Cooper Rush is under the center a whole lot more than Dak. Dak's always in shotgun.
Yeah,
Cooper Rush, he's under the center. You have a lot of play actions. You got the handoff. You got the run plays, but under center most of the time versus when Dak's always shotgun. You got to put Dak under the center. That's how the play actions working on it. So you need to do what you're doing, Cooper Rush with Dak. Put him under the center, give him play action, give him, and back and roll out, and stuff like. So I'm afraid of Kellen Moore going back to when Dak comes back, going back to those empty sets, which I can't stand. Going back to shotgun and running out of the shotgun. You need to do what you're doing now with Dak.
The run has proved to be more effective when you're under center.
Right, exactly.
It's just they got a full steam ahead before you get the ball. You got at least 2-3 yards of going forward before you get the ball, instead of just getting the ball next to you to the side and then running. You know what I mean? It's just
exactly.
I don't know. You can mix it up. I'm fine with that, but don't just put Dak back in the shotgun the whole damn time.
That's a lot.
I agree with you 100%. Something I didn't even really look at and notice, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and that's why that bomb they set it up beautifully. That bomb to CD Lamb that he dropped, they set it up big time. There was not anybody even close to Cooper Rush. They set that up because they've been handing the ball out. Then it was play action, boom, wide open.
Yeah,
you got to continue to do stuff like that. You got to continue to get, like Sean said, you got to get CD Lamb going early. Give him a little screen, little bubble screen. Give him a little slant or something. Get him going early, and then throughout the game he'll be feeling it. I don't know. We'll see. We play 10 a.m. on Sunday. I'm gonna go with you, Oy, Lucha Libre Oy. Give me your predictions for the game on Sunday.
I say Cowboys 24, Redskins 14.
See, that's funny. We can't go above 24. See, I was thinking we can't go above 24 either. Sean, what do you say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close one, but I think it's 17-21.
Okay, I say 23-20, Cowboys. But see, there it is, 24 points. We're not going to get any higher than that. That's the problem. Yeah. That's the issue we have.
All of us are like in the 20s, low 20s, and we know that's what we can score, and we're limited with our backup quarterback. Where if we had Dak in right now, my prediction would probably be 17-34, 17-28.
It'd be like 31-17.
I would be 31-17, 31-20, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would be.
That's the difference right there. So all these people that say quarterback controversies,
Tyler, yeah, those guys, yeah, and everybody else.
It's ludicrous.
And I'm gonna say this about Ernie and Tyler because Tyler was supposed to be on the show. T was supposed to be on the show, but
Now what
he's
happened?
not here to defend himself. I don't know. I don't have to the guy.
Oh man.
It sucks that they're not on the show because they know football. They know a lot. It'll be good to get for them to come on the show because they know a lot. They know their shit. So they're not dumbasses, except for.
So we can argue with them. So we can talk some shit. Like, come on, let's talk.
Yeah.
Stop being a keyboard warrior on the phone and doing chat. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's talk. Let's talk.
No
some
keyboard warriors. Shit.
Yeah, man. Damn, get you.
Come on the show. Yeah, and like I said, they both know their shit.
Tyler's been on the show. At least Tyler's been on the show. Ernie's. It's a lot. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe he could come on the show and he could just have his little black screen right there, so it just says his name. So if he's camera shy,
Maybe. No, he's just scared, dude. He's just scared. He doesn't want to face us because we have a lot of different opinions. That's what we need. We need us three we're always usually on the same side of things. We need people that are different so we can argue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're always on the same page and it's bullshit.
Oh, we weren't on the same page with Joey last week.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we were different. Yeah, we were different.
We're different. Got to score different and all that stuff.
But I was right. So
Yeah, you're
Mr.
right.
Positivity.
Yep.
just about.
Lucha Libre Hoy, Sean, Ryu, Dallas Cowboys take. We'll come back next week. We'll see if predictions are right. Hopefully we win. If we don't, we're in trouble, bro. We're in trouble. So we got to win. Not a must win, but it's close enough. All right, Dallas Cowboys take. And we're done.
Subscribe, people.
Go
We need your
boys.
help.
Subscribe, like, hit the like button,
Go
beat the
boys.
algorithms.